You've got two options when someone is drowning and you're trying to save them. If they're flailing about, you either punch them in the face and knock them out, or you leave them be because you don't allow someone to drown you if you're trying to help them from drowning. What's up, guys? This is Mighty Q here with Mighty Q's Locker, and today I'm going to expand a little bit on that story about trying to reach out and trying to save someone and what you do if they're not cooperating, if they're not going along, if they're being more of a hindrance and it's going to impact you. And the reason I say this is because there are a lot of people out there who aren't very good practice partners. You have to be a good practice partner, not only for, of course, who you're working with and your teammate, but you also have to do it for yourself. Your brain doesn't know what's real and not real. So if you're at practice and you're, goofing off and just not really paying attention, you're just being a bad practice partner, whether you're going like 100% when you're not supposed to be going 100%, or you're just basically being a complete pushover and you are being worse than, a scarecrow practice dummy. Being a good practice partner means doing the correct things and helping and not drowning your partner. There are a lot of times that guys get a lot worse because they're on a team full of guys who don't want to practice, who don't want to try hard, who don't want to push each other to make themselves better. In wrestling, it's iron sharpens iron. You go to absolute war in the mat room. Every day. Every practice is an absolute war. You push yourself by pushing your teammate. Your teammate pushes you. And that's how you each get better. You give it your all every day. You're trying to win every single day. You're trying to dominate every single day. You're trying to hit every move as well as you can every single day. You don't have time to goof off. You don't have time to be in there not paying attention and not giving your best. Because all that happens is that carries over into your competition. It might not be that you lose matches. It might not be an instance where you hit some moves wrong. But it is affecting the way that you wrestle. There will be certain people that you come across and wrestle that you will lose the match because you weren't practicing right and you were goofing off. You know why I can say that? Because I've been there. I've had those days of practice. You're cutting weight. You're tired. You're annoyed. School didn't go well. You just had a whatever day. Wrestling should be the release for that. Wrestling should be the way that should be the one thing that no matter what, everything gets left at the door. You walk in that mat room and that's it. And I know that's tough. I know you can't do that every day. I know most people do that 90% of the time. But there's a lot of people out there that do it 50% of the time. And if you're showing up to every other practice and you're not giving any effort, you're not giving your best, you're not going to become your best. To be the best, you have to practice like you're the best. To practice like you're the best, you have to give effort like you're the best. And to give effort like you're the best, you have to know in your heart that you want to be the best. There's no special skill. There's no special thing you're born with. There's nothing that anyone has to anoint you with or give to you. Whatever you want to do, you can do. There's no one stopping you. The only person getting in the way of your success is you. And the reason I said being a bad practice partner starts is because if you're a bad practice partner and you don't make your partner better, then that means that your partner can't make you better. That's all you need. That's all you need. If you know what you want, you show up and you give 100% effort every time you work on it. Every single time. And do it every day. I'm not saying you have to do an 8-hour workout every single day. You can do a 30-minute workout every single day. If you did a 30-minute workout every single day, do you think that after 6 months, you would be pretty good? Do you think after a year, you would be better? Do you think after 3 years, you would be even better? What about after 10 years? Just 10 years. The amount of time that would add up to, you would be at a level you wouldn't even be able to understand. And it's simply by giving your best effort every time you show up to practice. And most people don't have practice every day. Most people at max will have 5 practices a week. So you've got 2 days of rest. Some people have 4 days of practice and then a tournament day. Some people have five days that they wrestle and a tournament day, so they still have a day off. Just show up and give your best at practice. It's going to pay off. I promise you it's going to pay off. You won't see it the first day. You won't see it after the next practice. You won't even see it after, year over year. You'll be in your 4th year, and 4 compared to 5, you won't really notice. But there's just certain confidence and there's a certain composure that you have the longer you do the sport. Even from 8 to 9, from 6 to 10, you don't learn something that's so crazy that you don't know. You know 80% of the sport in the first 20 hours. The first 20 hours of dedicated, focused work, practice, whatever you want to any new skill. It takes 20 dedicated hours. That's it. To learn 80%, it only takes 20 dedicated hours. The problem is, it takes a lot of people a really long time to start the first hour. I'll give an example of this. It has nothing to do with wrestling, has nothing to do with sports. I volunteer on Wednesday nights at church with the youth group. And after we have to break down and we put things away. And the first day I showed up, I had no clue what I was doing. I was, following people. I, wasn't able to just go and do the tasks that needed to be done. Because, it's simple breakdown stuff. Break down, put into a warehouse closet, and go from there. Well, that first day, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where things went. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know this goes here. I didn't know that this stayed. I didn't know that got brought down. I didn't know that this went here. But after the first time that I did it, when I was there the next week, well, these go here, and these go here, and these go here. Oh yeah, this goes here. I didn't need someone to tell me what to do. I didn't need someone to stand in front of me and hold my hand and show me what to do. I mean, yes, I just followed their lead in that first week, but after the first week and after I was shown what to do, well, now it's time for me to just go and do it. I know what tasks need to be done, so I'm going to go and do it until it's done. And now, because all of us, we don't have any new people that are volunteering in the group right now, but the last couple weeks, we get the breakdown done in like a third of the time now because everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone is doing everything that they can possibly do at every moment. They're like, okay, I'm going to grab this and go here, and then I'm going to bring this and go here. I'm going to do this and this. And every person thinks that way because every person wants to get it done quickly. But every person has the same information. Everyone knows these things have to be put away. And we didn't know the first time. But now we're all in the same place because we've put in the time. And I haven't been there that long. It doesn't take that long to become familiar with something. Now, yes, when you first learn a wrestling stance, it's the most awkward, uncommon thing ever. The same thing goes for shooting a double leg and a high crotch and a sweep single and a low single and an ankle pick and a knee pick and a front headlock. All of those things are very foreign and they don't make much sense the first time you ever learn it. You have no coordination. You have no idea what you're doing. But you stick with it. And the second time, the third time, the fifth time, the 27th time, the 65th time, the 98th time, and the 1,017th time. You get better each time you do it. It becomes second nature the more you do it. So, are you going to be a good practice partner and give your absolute best and do the absolute best that you can to make both your partner and yourself better? And make sure that that second nature that you're building is executing every single move with perfection to your best ability. Or are you just going to show up to practice, go through the motions, maybe get better, or maybe get worse? I'll leave that choice up to you. Guys, if you enjoyed this podcast episode, then I have one ask of you. I ask that you share the show with a friend. I don't sell anything on this podcast. I just ask that you share the show with a friend and you enjoy the show with them because you're listening. And if you're listening, then your friend should be listening right along with you so you have something to talk about. So, I'll catch you guys on the next episode.